Regional Coordinating Council live in government bungalows without paying their rent. The amount in default is 176,588 cedis. The auditors, during their work, also realized that you didn't have a rent ledger to track defaulters. We would like to know, or let me ask that, I would like to know, first, the state of government bungalows in the region.
My name is GhanaWeb David, the Regional Coordinating Director. To answer the first question, the state of government bungalows, I can say almost 75 to 80% of the bungalows we have in the region are in such a deplorable state that requires maintenance. Now, the other aspect of it that has to do with the default payment. Indeed, the RCC is initiating a lot of measures to see how to collect these rent arrears from the default staff. One of the measures we have adopted after I came into office and realized that this problem existed. Indeed, let me mention that the then Regional Coordinating Director, in whose presence this report came up, is late. And so I came in barely a month ago and met this problem. And so what I'm trying to do to solve the problem is I've asked my HR to do a data collection of all the staff affected for us to know their affordability levels as far as the payment is concerned. So when we know the affordability level of every staff, we'll be able to have an undertaking with them for at least the payment of whatever each individual owes to be spread out for a period of at least 6 months so that they can pay it to government as expected. This is what we are trying to do on our journey.
Thank you, Honorable. Yes, Chief Director, RCC, do you believe that the rent you collect, the 10% rent, basic rent that you charge officers that occupies these bungalows, do you believe that this rent can actually maintain these bungalows? I say this because
Honorable member, honorable member, that's a policy from Ministry of Finance.
Yes, I know.
But whether it's enough, that is not their issue for them to talk about.
Yes, so it's an issue that I want to come out here.
But they are the wrong people.
They are not the wrong people. You let me build my point, Chairman. When you rush me that way, it's not fair. Let me build my point.
Honorable member, this is a case that we've gone through several times at Public Accounts.
Chairman, I know. I'm also helping. I wasn't there.
Okay.
You understand? I wasn't
Go
there.
ahead. Go ahead.
I'm also helping them because I was a DC before. We build new bungalows and allocate to staff and charge them that amount of money, very meager. So that money cannot actually, maintain the bungalows. So it's an issue that if I'm helping them or they can say it here, then all of us as policy makers, we can help them. The reason why the bungalows are not being able to maintain is because the monies that are charged, honestly, cannot maintain the bungalows. That is one of my observations. So if I'm bringing it out, it is for all of us to help them. Whichever quarters that we can table this, we table it. There are many things we say around this table that are not captured here. And when someone is making his point, you want to come and stop the person. It's not fair.
Honorable member, you are out of order.
No problem.
When it comes to policy, we the parliamentarians, we don't make policy. It's for the executive.
The third paragraph relates to an unserved bond. And what just noted that one Silas Kofi Mokla was granted a 4-year study leave with pay. However, the said Mr. Mokla did not return to post after completing his study. And so he was required to refund an amount of 98,575.56 pesos, Ghana cedis, as salaries paid to him for the 4-year period that he undertook that course of study. The authors also noted that management could not provide Mr. Mokla's bond forms for perusal upon request. So the recommendation was that the regional coordinating director should recover a total amount of 98,575.56 Ghana cedis with interest at the prevailing Bank of Ghana rates to be paid into the Auditor General's recovery account. Regional coordinating director, have you been able to collect this money?
We have not been able to collect the said money from the said officer. That notwithstanding, we have written to IOCO to see how IOCO can help us in tracing the officer concerned so that the appropriate measures will be taken for the collection of the money.
One thing of interest to me is how we could, why couldn't we change the forms, the bond forms, which is a necessary prerequisite for any employer to be given or to be awarded a study leave with pay, so that if we had the bond forms here, we know whom to follow to be able to locate Mr. Mokle. So how come he was given study leave and then the bond where the guarantor signed to guarantee for him were not with your office?
We have not lost hope in tracing the forms. We are still making strenuous efforts to see how the forms can be obtained so that we can get the appropriate information to act.
Director, after how many years? Because this infraction, I think this report was in 2023, and up to now, the forms, and then I believe the approval for the study leave was granted somewhere 2018, 2019, and up to now, you don't know where the forms are.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Like I said, I have just come in and I'm putting in a lot of effort to see how this can be addressed.
So do we take it that now you don't even know the guarantors who guaranteed for Mr. Mokle?
For me as an individual, I will say I don't know them.
As a coordinating council?
As a coordinating council, the forms will help us to be able to know who the guarantors are.
And where are the forms?
That's what we are tracing for.
Chairman, something is missing somewhere. Oh yes, something is missing somewhere. How do you grant study leave to an employee and now you can't even trace the bond forms? It's in transit to where? So I think the approving officers at that time should be held liable if we are not able to find
Who approved this bond in 2019?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. It's the head of the local government service at the time.
Prof, the ball is coming to your court.
Thank you, Honorable Chair.
So maybe you could be of help.
Local government service, we report through, Honorable Chair, for local government service, we report through the structures. So at the regional level, if you are not able to find copies of the form, my chief director just whispered to me that we have copies at the headquarters. So you have copies at the head office. So can that be shown to the auditors, please? Yes, we should be able to do that. Honorable Chair. And on it, you will find the guarantee. Yes. And then we can come with the fund. Yes, and then we can go after them for the money. So next level, what we're looking at to prevent future occurrence of such things, we want to commit the guarantors as well.
Management. They indicated here to the auditors that they've requested for the copy from the local government head office. I want to know, do they have a copy of the letter that they've written to, or they wrote to local government service indicating that truly they requested? Do they have a copy of the letter?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Yes, we have a copy of that letter here. It was dated 16th October 2024.
But Chief Director, if they had this letter at your office, and if they wrote a letter to local government services 2024, and you didn't get a response, whom did you address that letter to in 2024?
In 2024, Honorable Chair.
And you didn't get a response?
Yes, Honorable Chair.
But now it looks like they have the letter.
Honorable Chair, that is why I said that we are making follow-ups. That's one of the areas that our focus is on to be able to be assisted.
Okay. Follow up with it and then let's see how it goes.